looking for the way you wanted to all homestand. Can you take us through the last play and just what happened there and what you were seeing?
Uh, Melo passed it to me, man, on my Ron Artest. But nah, he attracted the whole defense. He attracted the whole defense the whole game. And I told him beforehand, like, when you drive to the hoop, I'm gonna be open in that corner. And he passed it to me, so I do that.
How good of a feeling is this for you and this team, knowing the work that you guys have been putting in all homestand? You've been consistently fighting to be able to end the homestand this way and hear that Spectrum Center crowd the way they sounded at the end of this game.
Yeah, it feels good because the crowd shows up no matter what for us. You know, it was a packed out crowd. Every game was packed out this homestand. Even how bad it was, they still came. So that shout out to Buzz City, shout out to the city of Charlotte. They did a great job of supporting us, and I'm happy we could get them a win before we left.
A play that stood out to me, Devin Vassell gets a turnover. You guys commit a turnover. He's going out in transition. You are booking it back in transition to try and contest the shot. Somehow you guys are able to not allow a point on that possession. Can you talk about that play and how that, I guess, that hustle has went through the entire team, and you could see it from tonight too?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm able to do that hustle play, that'll set a standard for everybody else on the team. Because coach and all the players consider me a leader. I consider myself a leader. So if your leader isn't hustling to make plays, make winning plays like that, you can't call yourself a leader. So I just feel like I got to do that consistently. And we can do that consistently as a team. We play really well on defense today.
What can you say about Musa and just his fearlessness? It seems like he was trying to dunk on guys all night, even Wemby a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, that's who Musa is. He's been playing like that all season, and he's got his shot now. I've been saying that from the jump. He was going to make it hard for him not to have playing time. And now he's starting, and I'm happy for him.
Feels like we spent this whole homestand talking about slow starts and not being able to finish fourth quarters. Tonight you did both. You guys got off to a big lead in the first quarter, then closed out a close one at the end. What kind of confidence does that give you in your team, your coaching staff, and in yourself that you finally put into practice things you guys have been talking about in these post-game press conferences for 3 weeks?
Just giving ourselves a chance. You know, that's been our big focal point, just starting off the game right and not getting down too much and then playing our way into the game. We want to start off, try to hit the team in the mouth first, and go from there and just give ourselves a chance. And in finishing games, I think we've been well at that. We've been doing good at that all season, just paying attention to details. But we've been good in the fourth quarters.
Miles, how would you describe your emotions in the final seconds when Fox's buzzer beater was waved off?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing against Fox since high school. He's been doing that since high school. So once he shot it, I kind of knew it was going in. But once I found out it was good, it was great. You know, it was good for the home team, good for the crowd, and it was just a great game altogether.
Even before the game, Charles was telling us that just how much pride he's taken in the leadership that you've shown. He mentioned at times where you could have sulked, you've really worked to find solutions across the board. Just the growth that you're experiencing as a leader, what do you attribute that to?
Coach believing in me, my team believing in me. You know, they had the utmost confidence in me. You know, I started off the season not playing to my abilities, not playing to the best of my abilities, and my team still had confidence in me. So that's a big testament to them, and that just shows how much confidence they all have in me. So if they have confidence in me, then I got confidence in myself to be a leader. So I'm going to continue to stay consistent and take on that leadership job.
You guys didn't have either of the trade deadline additions yesterday. How do you feel about bringing those guys into the lineup?
I'm excited. Nurk came in, DK came in, Elfrid Payton came in, and those guys they know how to play the game of basketball. You know, Nurk has been around. He's been in the playoffs. DK just came playing from the Lakers, so he's just kind of used to the bright lights, even though he's a rookie. And then Elfrid Payton, a veteran point guard. It's all great additions for us, and I think they're going to help us in a major way.
You faced some heavyweights in the NBA during this 9-game homestand, and you were able to close it off with a win. Do you feel like this team has grown since being here for 2 weeks straight?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, we've been playing against great teams in the NBA, you know, playoff teams, and we need those type of games just to get us going. You know, I think we're going to have a great road stand, and we're just going to continue to get better for the rest of the season.
Talk a lot about leadership. It looks like whenever there's a defensive miscommunication and you're on the floor, you're the one that's calling it out in the timeout. I think there was a moment in the third quarter where someone missed a switch or something, and you grabbed the team together and you're talking about that. You've made a pretty big leap on defense. Can you talk about how being like so intricate on those details is helping your own defensive abilities and the team's defensive abilities as well?
I just think communication in general is helping the team. You know, you won't know what you're doing on the defensive end if you're not communicating, and that's been the biggest thing for us. I feel like if we're communicating, then we're awesome on defense. When it's quiet, that's when we have those first quarter when we're losing by 10, 12, get down 20. So I just feel like us communicating from the jump is helping us out.
Miles, you see guys coming and going all week. What was it like for you? And I know you wanted to be here, and you are still here. But what was this week for you? Was it kind of pins and needles, or what was that for you?
I mean, the trade deadline is always tricky. You know, it's a business at the end of the day, and it's tough to see those guys go. You know, I've played with Cody since my second year in the NBA. Nick, Mark, which is really surprising to me, and then Vasa, he was a great teammate. But it's tough seeing those guys go. But at the end of the day, it's a business. They're on playoff teams right now, so I'm happy for them. And like I said, the additions that we got to the team, I think they're going to help us. So we just got to continue to get better. Like I said, I'm happy for those guys, and I know they're going to be great where they are.